Welcome back to Celebrating Culture. I'm here with Pat Gallagher, who is the Chaplain General of the Daughters of 1812. Pat, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Charles. It's a pleasure to be here.
Your family heritage goes back before the War of 1812.
Well, I, like most women who are in these various organizations, I can trace my ancestors back to the Revolutionary War. My mother's family came into Virginia. My father's family came into Massachusetts. My ancestors that I can document were in the Revolutionary War, French and Indian War, the War of 1812, World War I, my great-grandfather, my grandfather, and my father in World War II, my brothers in Vietnam, my current nephew's in the military. So yes, I come from a long line of patriots of a military family, and we're very proud of that.
In these organizations that came out, it was about promoting patriotism.
Absolutely. You are to honor the person that fought in whatever war, and to show how patriotic we still are, and that you don't forget someone who passed away or the deeds that they did and the reason they did it. They did it for the right reasons, for their country, with a clear conscience. They went to war. They came home, some of them battered, the ones that came home. Some of them never came home. We call them boys because when they went off to war, they were boys, but if and when they came home, they were men. We're proud of that, and it has nothing to do with anything but saying, I'm proud of my granddaddy for being the honorable man that he was, so being respectful of your ancestors.
We have a new day which started a few years ago called Wreaths Across America.
This is a good time for all heritage organizations and all genealogical organizations to get together and honor the military. Wreaths Across America was started some time ago. They do a beautiful presentation at Arlington Cemetery, but now it's all over the United States. At exactly 12 o'clock, we all place wreaths on all the graves of all military, all wars. And if you're in a cemetery that has someone from World War I, they get a wreath. We place wreaths on Union soldiers and Confederate soldiers. It's about honoring the military.
You have a lot of people that turn out to help.
We absolutely have the Junior ROTC, we have Boy Scouts, we have Girl Scouts, we have Brownies, we have some Lions Club, some VFW groups who come and help us. And as it grows over the years, more and more people want to get involved because it's a minimal cost to say thank you for your service.
I'm with Dorothy Childress, who is very active in the Wreaths Across America program. What makes you so motivated about Wreaths Across America?
Wreaths Across America actually is a program that, when was first introduced to me, hit very dear to home. I come from a very long line of military family, so the program in and of itself is a way to teach my children how to honor veterans at Christmas. We explain to the people who arrive that as long as you say a soldier's name, man, woman, airman, sailor, they will never be forgotten. So when we go and place this wreath upon their grave, you are remembering them and what they did forever.
When you get to a grave, place a wreath with a bow at the top. The top of the wreath should be just below the last name. Straighten out the bow and level the wreath. And then, if you choose, stand back, read the name on the stone aloud, and if you choose, by all means, say a prayer. And if you're a military person, a salute is certainly appropriate. I think if we teach our children to do that, we've taught them things they may not learn at school or other places.
As a veteran myself, United States Marine Corps, and that's right, Semper Fi, and a Gulf War veteran, to know that this community honors its veterans. Everybody who's served, it makes it worthwhile when we know, even when we're gone from this earth physically, that our community remembers us.
There was a great turnout. How many wreaths did you guys have?
We had just over 200 wreaths. Different organizations basically adopt a cemetery. They raise the funds or have people donate wreaths to put on each individual grave. This year they had over 1.6 million wreaths added across 2,000 cemeteries.
You can see people coming out to honor the military across the state. For instance, I went to Monroe. They had 7 wreaths for all the different branches of the service. You go to Port Hudson, which is by Baton Rouge, and they had an event.
They did. In Port Hudson, there is a patriotic military motorcyclist association that has adopted this one particular cemetery.
It was amazing. They had at least 300 or 400 wreaths there. There's 4,000 military men buried there. We're here at Washington Artillery Monument, and this is a monument to a group that actually goes from the Civil War to World War I to World War II to Korea. So this is actually a way that it's generational. When I think back of Memorial Day, that's got its founding with the United Daughters of the Confederacy up in Mississippi.
Absolutely. It was two women that decided that, very similar to Wreaths Across America, that they wanted to go in and remember their loved ones that had passed away. It's been fabulous to see that a movement that was started between two women that just wanted to remember their brothers, their nephews, their cousins, how fully it expanded into something so much more.
Now, if somebody wants to know more about Wreaths Across America or how to get involved, what should they do?
Wreaths Across America has their own website. If you want to go ahead and volunteer and start your own program, go in there and there's a place that says sponsor a cemetery.